let me just restart this. As you may recall, last week we were playing the classic PlayStation 1 platformer, Skullmonkeys, by The Neverhood, sequel to their first game, The Neverhood. I say classic, but you know, I never really heard of it. I'm just just going to show you the title screen real quick. Man, this game doesn't really have a title screen. Or there's a lot of stuff going on. Okay, here we go. Skullmonkeys! If you want to catch up, go back to last week's video on YouTube or whatever. I don't know. You're probably watching this on YouTube anyway. Actually, no, that's not true. Hardly anybody watches the YouTube videos, so anyway. Why am I doing this again? Let's play the game. Hello, Gibbon. I see you there. Good to see you. So, last time we got approximately halfway through the game. And we called it quits, but I was so impressed that I wanted to come back and finish it off, so here we are. No, that's bad. Yep. So we'll just be continuing as before, I guess. I have my special powers, so I've got my clay bird, clay pigeon. Is that some kind of visual pun? I've got my other shot, straightforward shot. Have my run button. I will try and kill these guys because they are rather getting in the way. Oh, go on. Yeah. Uh-oh. No. Hello, Tony's here. He's talking about some irrelevant game that nobody cares about. Ooh. Just kidding. He's talking about Mario Rabbids, but I don't care about it, so I'm going to ignore that. Yeah, we're not concerned about that. We're playing Skullmonkeys. However, if you do have a claymation game you want to bring up, I'll gladly talk about that. I had a quick look at the aforementioned Moby Games category for video games rendered in a claymation style. Not many really notable ones. I think Gibbon might have mentioned Claymates last week. Which it doesn't go as far with the clay style as its fellow title Clay Fighters, both made by Interplay. It more uses a claymation type aesthetic to inform how it does its pixel art. Clay Fighters really goes more in with the pre-rendered. Yeah, the bird can hit multiple enemies on one screen, I think. Yeah, Clay Fighter does a better job of representing a claymation style by making all the actual graphics out of clay, and then basically using photos of them as sprites in the game. And I think that's what a true claymation game can be said to do. That's my universe anima power. Clears all enemies on screen, of course. So you recall that the story here is that Clayman, my character over here, has vanquished a foe by the name of Clog from his home of the Neverhood. Huh, okay. Oh, grab this? Yeah, okay. But Clog was not beaten. He fell down to a planet whose name escapes me right now. Ixnax or something. There was a Z and a K in it, I'm sure. Where there was a primitive race of beasties. Although one seems to be quite intelligent and is trying to help me out, I think. They have the body of a monkey and the skull of a skull. Hence the name Skullmonkeys. I wonder how many of those I have left. I've got 14 shots and 4 birds. I'm doing pretty well, actually. Lots of ammunition to spare. Clog managed to win over the native population of Skullmonkeys by basically pretending to be one and becoming their leader. And he's organized them into his own little empire, and I'm trying to put a stop to that. I don't remember the exact circumstances. That's right, the one smart Skullmonkey, like, contacted Clayman via secret word, all word secret. Yeah, some convoluted means he contacted Clayman in the neighborhood and asked for his help. And then Clayman, and then like, he got a robot suit and he flew over. So Clayman's been a bit of a hero here. Yeah. That's the story so far. Basically, Clayman came here because the plot demanded he did. Whoops. Ooh. Sliding is fun. Okay. Boom. Alright. Oh, yes, of course. Tony will be dictating a game that I will be playing in the near future. I mentioned previously, because I was playing Monster World 4, that I started a game club, retro game club. Tony was randomly selected as the next, of the participants that month. He was selected as the next chooser. He hasn't yet revealed what he's picked, and he's not obligated to do that until, what day is it today? Friday, I guess. But it seems like he has something in mind, and he's teasing us about it. Danger Mouse is here, hello. Saying Clayman is her hero. Good stuff. You couldn't ask for a better hero. Okay. Now, Gibbon's been dropping some good stuff there. Let's check out what he has to say. So yeah, Gibbons brought some nice claymation ideas. He's mentioning Rip Van Bubsy, which of course I showed off on the Bubsy Fan Games Showcase a little while back. Fun fact, the music in that video, so the video received a copyright claim, and it was because of the music that the Catamites had used in Rip Van Bubsy. So that's a game they made very quickly. Oh, was it the Catamites? Yeah, it was, right? I'm pretty sure. I'm not using the checkpoints, that's my problem. When I die, I just load state, and sometimes the load state is further back than what the checkpoint that I just got is, and that's kind of dumb that I did that. Even though I have 26 lives, so yeah. Yeah, they made Rip Van Bubsy very quickly and cheaply. I believe it was a game jam thing. So they made some of the characters out of just plastic toys that they had lying around, and some out of clay. So Bubsy themselves is a clay figure in that game. I'm doing this all wrong. Okay. Timing. Go. Perfect. Yes. Ooh. Okay. Leap of faith didn't quite work. But I'm going to try it again. Nope. Yeah, so on top of just using whatever they had lying around for characters, they apparently pulled some... I don't know, maybe they assumed it was public domain, but it wasn't. It's this old jazz music as background for that game. And because of it, the owners of that music monetized my video or something. No, they didn't monetize it. They just stipulated that I couldn't put ads on it, which I never do anyway. I have had claims in addition to that, which meant that the copyright owner of that music had the option to... I'm going to stop doing this the stupid way now. The owner of the music had... man. Some of my videos have been copyright claimed such that the owner of the music is able to put ads on them and then get money for them. And by some, I mean one. And I don't actually remember which one that is. There was like 3 in a row, because Wild Woody, the music in that had been independently released by the composer. And then the same thing happened with Jill of the Jungle, actually. And with the songs used in the Rip Van Bubsy game. Of those 3, I don't remember which one had the higher tier of copyright claim, which meant that they could put ads on my videos. So, I don't know. You go watch the videos and you tell me. It does tell me in my YouTube video creator dashboard manager thing. But I don't have that information in my brain right now. Anyway, that was a long and rambling discussion of copyright. Extremely rambling. Sorry about that. Point is, Rip Van Bubsy was an interesting game. The end. So let's see what else Gibbon has mentioned. Tanita, a Plasticine Dream. He's dropped a link for Steam. I'm just loading a preview of that right now. Oops. Yeah, that looks pretty interesting. Definitely claymation. So yes, that fulfills the criteria. He's also brought up Fruitorious, which I've never heard of, and there's no link for that, so I'll have to look that one up later. And of course he mentions Platypus 1 and 2, which, he sniped me. I was going to bring those up. That's one of the few games I noticed on that aforementioned list that seemed like, well, you know, a major release in inverted commas. It actually got a physical release on the PSP. I believe I might have downloaded that one on iOS at some point. I didn't actually know there was a second one, but yeah, Platypus. I looked at some screenshots and they seemed familiar, so I went to look that up on my iPhone. It's not on my iPhone currently, and that old, extremely frustrating story of the iPhone. It hasn't been updated in a while, and looking on the store, it's no longer available. That really annoys me. Whoops, whoops. I can't tell you how many games I've tried to look into on iPhone that just have disappeared and are completely unavailable. It's one of the reasons I want to get an old iOS device and jailbreak it, but that's way too expensive. Whoops. For the mere level of curiosity that I have. But things are stacking up, so, you know, it's getting more of a prospect. Let's skip the universe enema and just get the Halo. Nope, missed it. Oh well. So yeah, Platypus is cool. It's a shmup, a shoot 'em up. It was released on various digital platforms and physically on the PSP. And yeah, its graphics are all made by making clay and taking photos of it. Classic. Oops. The most high-profile recent game that's done that as a graphic style is Kirby and the Rainbow Paintbrush, or Kirby's Rainbow Curse, depending on your region. And of course Armor Krog, which is the successor to Neverhood by some of the same creators. Yep. But I did notice another one on the list on Moby Games. It's called The Dark Eye. It's a adventure game on the PC personal computer. It's not totally claymation, but the characters, people in the game are rendered in claymation. Ugh. Which is interesting because they clash somewhat with the background, or, you know, clash sounds bad, but it looks fine, it looks good. Anyway, that was released in 1995, so... It seems like between the Neverhood, Dark Eye, Clay Fighters, there was sort of a claymation boom when the CD format was able to store lots of, you know, high resolution photos and stuff. But then it kind of dropped off and nobody's really bothered much with it for a while since then. I guess Platypus was in between that era and the current era. Ooh, yeah, okay. And given also bringing up the point and click, the Dream Machine. Dream Machine. I don't believe I checked that one out, but yeah. Thanks for bringing all those up. Apparently you've done your homework better than I have. I had all week to prepare for this and I didn't do too much reading about it, which is my bad. Sweet. Ooh, it's getting a little harder, maybe. Oh man, how come they sometimes take out multiple foes and sometimes not? By the way, I looked into buying the soundtrack for this game. Bit tricky to do these days. It's on digital music platforms such as Amazon and iTunes, but it's kind of expensive, and it comes in 2 parts. If you buy the CD, you get both discs at once, and that's actually cheaper. But the only place I could get it was Amazon America, and that was actually a bit more than I'm willing to pay right now, but I think I was looking this up since last stream. I didn't mention this last time, did I? I don't know. Anyway, my point is, the music in this game is great, and I want to listen to more of it. Man, they're really getting everything they can out of this gimmick of the vines and the platforms and the flying bugs. Kind of itching for a change of scenery. Well, not scenery, because the background has changed a couple times and it looks nice. But, oh, not so. Okay. Yes. Danger Mouse says this, that I don't have much choice but to ramble when I'm the only one talking. That's true. I, you know, tell myself that I need to keep up the patter. But I don't know. Eep. Sometimes I feel like I trail off a lot or just don't really say much, which is the dark side of patter. Oops. She also says that, is that how people accidentally sell out? Yep. Oh yeah, bonus level. Yeah, Tony. I love the sound effects the weird plant thing makes, says Tony. You mean the checkpoint plant, right? I too like, well, all the sound effects in this game. Sound design all works together to make a quite unique experience. And yeah, I really liked the bonus song the first time I heard it, but I don't know. The novelty's worn off, I think. Might be one I skip when I get the CD soundtrack. Oops. Okay. I'm still looking for a third 1970s, by the way. Oh, here's another boss. Oh, okay. Was it Glenn Yetness or something? That's probably something anagrammed or spelled backwards. Oops. Okay, so he's going to telegraph his attacks here, so I'm going to try and... yeah, okay. So this is different. I've never had a shooting gun thingy before, so yes. Gonna wait until he stops guarding, and then... Okay, so I can shoot him in the feet to make him rear up and then hit his head. So the little claw shows where the big claw is gonna hit next. Oops. Oh man, hitbox on that's crazy. I feel like the sound effects are overwhelming the music here, which is a shame. There is a bit of a delay on the movement, so I'm getting caught out by overthinking where to move next. Okay. Ah, that wasn't too hard. Especially as I save stated in the middle of the battle. Alright. Yint eggs. Right, so Yint was the name of the bug species, so I guess Yint was in that boss's name, so he was like the king of the bugs or something. Anyway. 10 of 17 worlds. So, does that mean that's the 10th world that I've just beaten? Possibly. Let's crack on with it. Monk Rushmore. And that's not like a monk, that's like a monkey. Okay, we're back in the clouds. Got the flying Skullmonkeys. Oh. Yeah, that was worth it. Oh, I didn't even have any of those. Ah, I got a willy now. Good. Super willy. Whoa! Nuts. Oh. Yeah, actually. Just thought of a good reason why not to save state, because we get to hear more of the music uninterrupted. Seems like that flute part is almost doing the start of that one American song, you know, the one like the... I don't know what that song is, but you Yankos, help me out. What is that song? Played on national holidays, I'm sure. I must have heard it on The Simpsons or something. Best cultural export. Yeah, screw you, buddy. And you. Better not waste too many bullets. Oh, is that the end of level already? It's got to be something else. Aha. The red and the beige again. I believe the red was a better option. But again, no manual, so I really don't know. So we'll just trial and error around here. Okay, so now we're in Green Cloud Land. Willy! Hello! Oh, there's tons of them. It's almost like I'm gonna need them for something. Wow, loading up on these unusual power-ups. Ah yes, you can see the mountain in the background now. Oops. Okay, that's fine. Ugh. Nimbly dodged. Ah! Not so nimble there. It's okay. Ooh, only 4 left. Okay, better stop. I love what they do with the clay. Ooh, now it's raining. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. Oh man. Better use some of those. They've added a vocal track to this song and I love it. Need those bullets. Yeah. Feels good to be collecting bonuses all the time. You know, items and stuff. I think this game does that well. It can seem haphazard at times, but it's fun. Tony's worried that the game he's going to pick won't be new to anyone. It was featured on one of those dumb Let's Play shows, but Tony played it before they did. You hipster, Tony. Okay. Yeah. Yep. Worth it. Oops, not worth it. I am looking forward to what you pick, but yeah, I don't know. I wonder if you have anything more to say about Monster World 4 before the month's over. I've said quite a bit about it in the thread. Don't know if we can say much more on my end. But it was a really good and interesting game. I think the best feature of it was the Pepperlogu, which is the partner character that flies around behind you and helps you with platforming and stuff. I mean, I did get it during my stream, but I didn't really get far into the game. As the game goes on, they use it a lot more in sort of environmental puzzles and things inside the dungeons. And it makes for a... Whoa, whoa, whoa! It makes for... Oh, no, that's bad. Ah, well. Yeah, it makes for a dynamic experience, and yeah, I like games where you have a partnership, a team, and a buddy system. So I appreciated that aspect. Anyway, yeah, stop talking about next month, because we're still in Monster World 4 for another couple of days. You haven't even finished it. You only started it last week or something. So I don't even want to know what you're thinking for next month until you've talked more about Monster World 4. It's not mandatory, but just saying. Okay, got a different kind of gimmick going on in this level. Oh man. Did I load too far back again? I guess I just gotta save more if I'm in this habit of loading every time I die. Meh. 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 Yeah. The game you're thinking of, it's not Wario Land 7, is it? Or was it Wario Land 9? I don't know. Thinking of the silly bootleg games. Or is it 7 Granddad? Granddad. Granddad. I only got 1 of 6 secrets. I am a loser. Moving on. Damn Twitch chat. Yep, I missed some stuff again. Gibbon said that level was really pretty, by the way. Okay, I got my flying buddy back, and I've shrunk again. Good. Okay, let's go this way. Oh. Okay, so I can go left or right. Whoops. Oh, we're here now. See, here's some of that buddy gameplay I was talking about. It's a bit more automatic than in Monster World 4. In Monster World 4, you have to call the Pepperlogie to you in order to grab it, and it'll help you jump in different ways. But you only do that while you're on the ground. This is quite a sprawling level, just falling down different paths. I feel like I missed a lot already, but that's okay. Oh, there's something. I think I'm too low to get it now, though. Get some bullets. Good. Oh, there's the end. Let's see if there's something else down here I can check out first. Nope. Okay. Yeah, Gibbon said that level's really pretty, but we're off it now, and now we're on this level with a big moon in the background. Oh, Tony's leaking more hints. It has a fan translation that has different names for things. No, okay, no, you're talking about Monster World 4 now. Okay, good, yes. There was a fan translation of that used different names than what the official translation used. They, you know, fan translations, they always do their best. Well, most of the time. Yeah, see, now it's more nighty-timey. It's a bit darker. The moon's showing up more. It's good. But yeah, fan translation had different names for things, says Tony. I noticed that too in my brief playing of the fan translation before switching to the official translation for the rest of my playthrough. Available on PS3. And I guess 362, but as I believe I've said already, that version, oh, I might have just said it on Discord. But anyway, the 360 version of Monster World 4 can only be bought in a combo pack with their other Monster World releases. So I think you get Wonder Boy in Monster World, which is the game immediately preceding Monster World 4. And yeah, I don't know what the other one is. Could be Monster Land, could be Dragon's Trap, don't know. I've learned a lot about the series and its extremely convoluted naming scheme, but essentially there's 6 games in the series so far, and a modern sort of successor in the works. And each of those games have remakes and alternate versions, but that's really all you need to know. Whoa, just throwing more enemies in now. Okay. Yeah, the guide's confusing since walkthroughs also might have terms that apply to one version and not another. Yes, interesting stuff. The big moon in the background reminds me of Yoshi's Island, which is an excellent game. You know, Yoshi's Story almost had some claymation-like elements, but it wasn't quite up to the standard. Oh yeah, I'll take a bonus. Did Yoshi's Island also have things like that? Not really. I'm trying to think. They both had a crafty style to a greater or lesser extent. See, yeah, that feels good after being so careful around all those guys. You get to be in a level where you're big and can just walk all over them. So that was a whole world. Okay, fine, good. Moving on. We're going to finish with this pretty quick, I think. Shards. Hey, the cat's back. Hello. Nope, she's not interested in talking to me today. I think I got her meowing on a stream recently. Yep, she's going back to her sunny spot. Whenever it's sunny, it's very hard to move her from that spot. Oh, I should have bounced off that guy and got to the platform. Oh well. Oh. Okay, that's fine. That'll give me a chance to jump off that one guy. Okay, hang back. Nope. You silly hamster. Gerbil, whatever. I'm not sure what the difference is. There are gerbils, hamsters, and guinea pigs. Some of them are just different names, but some of them are slightly different animals, and I don't know the difference. It's just like ferrets, weasels, and stoats. They're pretty similar, but those three are different sizes, but I never can remember which is which. They're pretty much interchangeable in the Redwall books, though, because the scale of animals in those books is adjusted slightly so that everyone's about the same. There are oddities, like how in the first book there's a giant cat and a giant owl, but then in later books you got like a badger with a pet hawk who just sits on his arm. And there was a badger in the first book, actually, but it was like huge compared to the other animals, which is, you know, is realistic, but it acted like a steed. It pulled it was sentient, but it didn't mind doing this, but, you know, it pulled a big carriage that other animals rode in. But then in later books, when badgers became more important characters, that wasn't fair. That wasn't a fair hit. Yeah, when badgers popped up later, they were much more close to the size of the other animals. kind of a retcon, actually. I don't think they ever really explain it. And they're all in the same continuity, these books. But hey, kids don't care about that stuff, do they? I don't know. Do they? I don't know, it's been so long since I was a kid. I couldn't even tell you. That's kind of sad. Checkpoint. I'll remember that I have an actual checkpoint. I hope. Yeah, nailed it. Oops. I have a checkpoint. I don't need to load. Excellent. Yeah, cool stuff. Why was I talking about Redwall? Never mind. Keep up hand. I enjoyed playing Boombots last week before this game and going, oh, they made up all these new attacks that Clayman can do, and then playing this and finding out they're all drawn from this game's introductions. Hang on, isn't this the end of level music? Oh, darn it. You know, talking of copyright stuff, I was almost wondering if Terry Scott Taylor's, you know, legal processes would have done that copyright claim thing to last week's stream that when I archived it to YouTube. But wait, I started this sentence, but I actually haven't checked, because normally what happens is after the subsequent week's stream, I go to upload. Oh, double hamsters! That's beautiful. Yeah, I go to upload this week's one, and that's when I discover that in the intervening week it has been claimed. So I wouldn't actually know at this stage whether that's happened or not. So since it's come up twice now, I'm going to real quick switch over to my YouTube channel and see if that is the case. My channel, oh, YouTube has become a brighter red. Nope, no copyright claims. Isn't that lovely? And yes, the one that was monetized was the Jill of the Jungle one. So what it says is includes copyrighted content, and then, whoops, clicked the wrong thing. Viewing restrictions none, monetization monetized by claimant, which says you can use the copyrighted content in your video, but ads might appear on your video. See, worst case scenario is that your entire video just gets taken down. But that is not the case. And on the previous two, Wild Woody and the Bubsy one, the condition of monetization is that I can't monetize it. And yeah, that's not a problem. So yeah. Good, I found out that Terry Scott Taylor has not made any claim on my previous video. Which, again, is not really a problem at all if it's the tier 1, I can't monetize it because I don't want to. It's more a problem slightly if it's the tier 2 has been monetized by the claimant, because basically I don't want videos appearing on I don't want ads appearing on my videos because I don't like ads myself and I don't want to make other people watch them. But yeah, I haven't ever had the tier 3 video gets taken down thing because, well, you know, for one, I don't play big name Nintendo games, which is the main one where they... actually, Nintendo, was the problem with that they wouldn't let people monetize it, and then that's only a problem for, like, people who make a living on YouTube? I don't know. I'm not one of those people. There's a lot of YouTube copyright shenanigans that go on, which are more a problem for Let's Players than they are for viewers. But without the Let's Players, there wouldn't be the viewers, so you've gotta have some sympathy. Give me that. Yeah. Alright, I have been neglecting chat and let's notice some things. So, Danger Mouse saying... So yeah, she's responding to my question of whether kids actually cared about the continuity of animals being different sizes. She says, no, they do not. The polar bear is the same size as a cat and a rabbit in Octonauts, which never ceases to bug me. Okay, so that wasn't a continuity issue. That was a do kids mind if animals are on the wrong scale. So yeah, apparently the polar bear being similar to other animals bugs her in Octonauts. But like, that wasn't what bugged me. I was okay with a badger and a mouse interacting on a similar scale. But what bugged me was that it wasn't consistent between books. In one book, the badgers were many times larger than the mice, and in another, they were just slightly bigger. Anyway. But yeah, she says the child doesn't care. Oh, can't quite make that. Nope. Let's animate these jerk-offs. Yeah. Clayman had lots of neat little animations in the neighborhood. I say that, having only played the first 5 minutes. Yeah. I'm starting to worry that I'm never going to get a third 1970s. See, I'm at 13 of 17 worlds. Yeah, I'm gonna have to be rude again. I need to look up a walkthrough for this game. Just make sure locations of 1970s is... Yes. Oh my goodness, no. No, there's only 3 of them in the whole game. Oh my goodness. Okay. There's one in World 2, Stage 1. But then the guide doesn't say past that. It only mentions 1. Okay, Skullmonkeys, 1970s location. No, that's 1920s. Why did I type that number? Supercheats.com. Woo. Oh no!
Hi there. Looks like you're looking for some cheese for...
Shut up. There's an auto playing video on this side. I hate that. So the third 1970s is on one of the Monk Rushmore levels. So I've missed it. Ah. That's terrible. That's really bad. That's pretty much the worst thing that could have happened. Okay, when I finish the game, I'm going to use level select cheats or like passwords to get to... Oh, here we go. There might be a cheat to take us straight there. All right, I'll try that one out at the end of this stream. Yeah. Oh, that's a weight off my mind. I've been worrying about those 1970s the whole way through. There's only 3 of them in the whole game. Okay. Oh. See, Doug Tennant is multi-talented. I was just thinking he should make cartoons, and you know what? He did. He made several cartoons. Okay.
Silly, isn't he?
Talking Joe, love it. All right, Castle de los Muertos. Danger Mouse also mentions Rupert Bear. In some of the books, he's brown and some white. What? She speculates that possibly when they were printed, they were saving on ink back in the 60s, but the child doesn't notice or care. Rupert Bear, that rings a bell. I don't remember specifically, but yeah. And apparently that scene with the skull monkey and the gerbil made the baby stop crying. Excellent, glad to be of service. Okay. This music seems a little cheery for a Castle de los Muertos. Muertos means dead people in Spanish, by the way, in case you don't know. Okay, ow. Okay, that's fine. This is very Yoshi's Island. Yeah, it's kind of alpine music too. Was this going to be like snowy mountain level with the cable cars and the music, and then they added in the evil castle stuff after? We already had an alpine mountain, I'm pretty sure, in this game. So we've got flaming skulls by themselves. That's interesting. Rupert. Danger Mouse watched Rupert cartoons as a kid. On Lunchbox. Was that a channel or programming block of some kind? Yeah, you're old, sorry. So is Gibbon. You guys can be old together. Oh wait, I got mixed up. So Danger Mouse mentioned Rupert, and then Gibbon actually did mention Rupert as well in response. So they do have that in common. And like I said, yes, they are both old. So Lunchbox is an American thing, and that's why I haven't heard of it. So yeah, good to have that shared context there. Rupert Bear. Ow. Word. Yeah, so Danger Mouse says that she's enjoying the contrast of the music and the setting here. Lunchbox was a programming block back in the day that, I guess, says Gibbon, is the precursor to Nick Jr. Interesting. Did they have a Nickelodeon back then? I'm wondering what channel it was on. It was a programming block. Oh wow. Danger Mouse says that her Rupert books are from when her parents were children. That's quite old. That's longer ago than the 60s. Actually, no, it wouldn't be. Sorry. 60s is about right. You're not that old. Don't know how I get up there. No, no. That was a momentum boost. Which makes me think a speedrun of this game must be pretty amazing. I wonder if anyone's bothered to do it. Skullmonkeys for GDQ. That was a checkpoint. Alright. No, wait. Lunchbox was Disney, says Gibbon. Paddington, Rupert, Will, Quack Quack, Curious George, random animated shorts, stuff like that. I have heard of most of those things you mentioned. Paddington Bear is certainly British. So wait, there were 2 bear programs in one block? I guess that was all the rage at the time. Was that also the age of gummy bears and Care Bears, etc.? Oops. I don't actually know what Will Quack Quack is. I know Curious George is a monkey. Is Will Quack Quack anything like Alfred J. Quack? Because everyone should check out that cartoon. It's a Dutch, South African, no, so, well, okay, so, you know, Netherlands has a connection with South Africa due to colonization and stuff. There was a South African character in it, but it was set in the Netherlands, or at least that's where it was originally made. I think some of the animation was, you know, done by a Japanese studio. Point is, it was an interesting duck-related comic, which always comes up when we're talking to Tony. But, well, the interesting thing about it was that it tackled social issues and it had, you know, serious storylines about things like racism and immigration and displaced people. And, whoa. Yeah, so it was interesting. Alfred J. Quack, Quack spelled K-W-A-K. It did get dubbed into multiple languages, including Japanese, English, and Dutch. I think Dutch was the original. So yeah, Danger Mouse, I know you've been learning Dutch and studying it, so maybe you should check that out and practice a bit on that. I think in terms of it being released and viewable today, the most available one is the Dutch release, I think. So yeah, there is that. So that was a tangent about Alfred J. Quack. The music suits, says Danger Mouse, because it's like a roller coaster at the fair. That makes sense to me. Given clarifying about the Lunchbox, it predated those shows by a bit, so he's trying to sort his memory out there. Will Quack Quack was Welsh. It was much more children's programming. But yes, it is about an anthropomorphic duck. Excellent. Add to the duck canon. I wonder if I can kill those skulls. Probably can. Try that this time. There are words to this song, but I'm kind of talking over them. Oh, no. Can't hurt him. Okay. Just have to time it better. Good. That's fine. Skip that first one. Oops. So I got a bonus, but I died. Let's go back. Let's go back there. I don't see a way of getting that. So yeah, Will Quack Quack, spelled C-W-A-C, according to Gibbon. Another duck show. Yes, serious social issues with a duck. Just like Lunig does, says Danger Mouse. Sort of. A bit more children's programming than Lunig. Lunig is not really safe for children, I'd say. I guess he does different things. Some of his things could be appreciated by children, but he's more of a... I mean, if you don't know who Michael Lunig is, he does satirical newspaper comics, etc. in Australia, so... Any Australian knows who Lunig is. often tinged with melancholy and so on. But a very distinctive style. And yes, a duck is sometimes involved. Doesn't Mr. Curly have a duck? Mr. Curly is like his character. He's got a pet duck or something? Okay. Oh, secret. Okay, good. Not much in there. Oh, that was fun. Secret. So yeah, the game is counting those secrets whenever the man comes in and says a secret. Nuts. And that's what it. That's the number it gives me at the end of the world. Okay, so. Oh, interesting. Tony is talking about his pick again, which we've discouraged him from doing, but he's doing it anyway. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Yeah, he said he considered picking Donald Duck Goin' Quackers, which is a... not so. As he says, it's a Crash Bandicoot clone made on the Rayman 2 engine. That's interesting. I think there might have been a Game Boy Color version of that made on the Tonic Trouble Game Boy Color engine. No, not the Tonic Trouble one, the Rayman one. The one they used for Rayman and Rayman 2. Rayman GBC, which was stupidly just called Rayman, even though it was a different game. And Rayman 2 Forever, which is the Game Boy Color version of Rayman 2, which did have a different name, at least in some regions. I believe names differed between America and Europe, etc., as they often do. This is harder than it looks. I want to load because I have a Halo coming into this fight. Very helpful. Yeah, so what I was trying to say was that it's interesting that Going Quackers, which I think was maybe a PS2 and GameCube release, was made on the Rayman 2 engine because there was another Donald Duck game, possibly a tie-in to that, which was done in the Rayman Game Boy Color engine. There were two of them. They were actually made by different studios, one in the UK and one in Italy, but they were made on the same engine. And I recognize it by the small character sprites and the animation style. It looks good. Anyway, Tony's talking about a game he didn't pick because he considered Going Quackers. Yeah. Oh yeah, Tony, of course you're my favorite duck, but we're talking about fictional ducks here. You're a real duck. Like, whenever... Because you ask people all the time what their favorite duck is, right? Does anyone ever say that you are? I think built into the question is you're asking about fictional ducks, right? It's kind of an unfair question otherwise, because you're a real person. This guy's interesting. You have to try not to let him get his attack off because he destroys the platforms that you're standing on. Also, this is incredibly hard, and I'm making rabid abuse of save states to do this. Nailed it. Cute. Vasco Pajama has a pet duck. He's a Link character. Oh, you got two secrets. It's his guide to life or something along those lines. Okay, I was close. Going Quackers was on a generation earlier than that. Whoa, Nelly. We got the auto-scroller. Platformer staple. Let's just see what Tony's saying about this. Going Quackers was on the PlayStation 1, the 64, the Dreamcast, and it was remade on the GameCube at PS2. Ah, so it's half right. And there's a GameCube... there's a Game Boy Color version, and then so presumably that accompany the original release, and then a GBA version to accompany the second release. So wow, that's a lot of platforms, man. Which one's the best, Tony? Have you played all of them? I'd say I'm most impressed by the Game Boy Color one because it reminds me of the Rayman handhelds, and I really enjoyed those for what they are. And I really think the Tonic Trouble accompaniment should have been done in that engine as well, because it wasn't, and it's not as good. The character sprites in that are really big, which is not always a benefit. Word. This is about picking the right path to get the most clay balls. Oh good, I can move forward and back. I didn't think of that until just now. Word. Oops. Uh-oh. Whoa, bombs. Interesting. Danger Mouse is saying the first game she ever played was a Donald Duck game. You had to build a playground and it was in black and white. I know this. I know this game. The website Hardcore Gaming 101, highly recommended, has an article on all the Donald Duck games that have ever been made, including a couple of fan-made ones. And yeah, I do recall reading about this specific one. It's like a management game where, yeah, you do different mini games to get resources and then using them build a playground. That sounds about right. Of course, my hazy recollection of reading a review article about it is probably inferior to your actual recollection of playing the game. So the one and only game that they had on their school computers when they first got them in 91 or 92. That's really cool. Yes, so Tony's talking about Golden Quackers. He's played all of the versions. He's partial to the GameCube version since that's the one he grew up with. The GBC one is great, but the GBA one is awful. We'll avoid it. However, you could make us play it as part of the game club, the GBA one, and there's nothing we can do about it. Except refuse to participate, because that's always an option. But the incentive to participate is that you could choose next month's game. Ooh. So yeah, the game club for August has ended officially, but the next one hasn't started yet. We had 4 participants, so, you know, less than the number of people who said they would play, but not too bad. I mean, the problem is that Wolf and Tony only, they did participate, but they only started in like the last few days of the proceedings, which is, you know, a bit of a shame. But hey, people are busy, I guess. Boom, that's it. Ah, and I got the bonus tokens. Word. Yeah, this is real good stuff. Good stuff. Okay, Tony getting in some deep duck lore here. The GBA one uses the European design for gyro gear loose. Lol. I have no idea what that means, but okay. That's cool. Yes, he's not going to make us play the GBA one because he's not evil. Sorry, I missed that splash screen, but oh well. He says, I love bad games, but I wouldn't make people play things. I also love bad games, so I actually wouldn't mind it, but that's fine. Okay, this might be my new favorite music. So I'm just gonna let it play. What's this about? I haven't been using the fart so much. Fart head. Forget about it. Oh, that was lucky. I need the soundtrack, man. Oh well. Oops. Picked the wrong orb. Oh well. So, my understanding, no, okay. So I don't know what the red and beige is. Whatever. Ow. Yep, Danger Mouse. She was in year 1 at the time, so she doesn't actually remember much of the Donald Duck game. Only that we spent most of the lesson trying to work out how to load the game with a floppy disk and doing the DOS thing. Hilarious. Were those the big floppy disks, like the actual floppy ones that were floppy? Ooh, interesting. Tony saying, I will make you guys play some weird stuff. Surreal and artistic games, but nothing bad. And yes, this game does have a fantastic soundtrack. It's available on Amazon.com and digitally on iTunes and Amazon Music streaming thing. Maybe Google thingy as well. Maybe Spotify and all those weird things that I don't understand or use. Like I said, well, I didn't actually say it, but I like to own music, carefully pick music that I like, and then buy it, possibly. So I don't listen to it much, I don't listen to new stuff much, but this is certainly worth looking into. It works especially well as the background music, the unusual background music to a fun game. Oh, is that a Hurley exit? I'm not going to go for it because I want stuff. Secret. Not much of a secret. I need to buy it, says Tony, but who gets the money? I assume not the original team. Well, I'd say that the composer, Terry Scott Taylor, probably gets the money. Because I think he just released it. I don't know if, say, Doug TenNapel gets any money from it. Maybe I should look up if that guy's composed any other games, because, yeah, pretty impressive stuff. I know he's also a member of another band, in addition to the video game stuff that he does. He also has a band. Christian band, Christian rock, that maligned genre. But yes, understandably, if you're not into the subject matter. Yeah. Okay, oops, yep, that's fine. Yes, they were really floppy, 5 inches, I think it's 5 1/4, or 5 1/2 or something, if I remember. because the smaller hard plastic floppy disks are 3 and... So that's 3 1/4, so it must be 5.5 inch for the big ones. Yeah, we had some of those just barely as I was going through school. They were soon replaced by the colourful iMacs, actually. So, yeah, a bit of a gap there. I think it was the old computer was a bit of a relic. Whoa, Clog! We're already at Clog. Okay, hang on a sec. Let me catch up on chat before we start the final boss battle. Yes, had to be careful not to touch the circle in the middle. Yes, very important. The teachers freaked out about how they handled them. Oh yes, good. I think I just made a sale for that soundtrack for Tony. He says Christian rock isn't bad. I've never listened to it though, as long as it sounds good. Yeah, well. Sorry, I forgot how to drink. It went down the wrong way. I'm okay. Sorry. Yes, given reminiscing about learning to code on the Commodore 64. Whoa, is this the battle? I'm in a little cup car. He's dropping spike balls out on me. I assume I'm waiting for a different kind of ball to throw back at him. Oh, yep, that was it. I missed it. And once I have it, I'll use any of the action buttons to spit it back at him. Okay, like so. Yes, beautiful. Oops, missed it. And yes, once again, this character is voiced by Doug Tenable, the creator of the series. I recall reading, if my memory serves me correctly. Obviously, he did a few different line readings, and they're repeating them. Yes. Oops. Oh well. He had a nice evil laugh when I missed him. Fire! You might recall that in the opening cutscene, this guy disturbingly ripped the skull and the pelt completely off a Skullmonkey in order to dress up as one and fool the population of Skullmonkeys into following him in a vendetta of revengeance, which is not a real word. Oh, oh, bad. Yeah, this is kind of tedious, so we'll definitely use our save states. Oops. Yes, that would be more. That would be kind of morbid if I did choke to death while on a stream and you were all listening. But at least then, like you say, there would be someone to call 000 if it was serious. Because if I wasn't streaming and I choked to death, nobody would know until my wife got home from work. Okay, so oop, yeah, okay. I'm avoiding him too much. I got to stick close like that. Beautiful. Okay, so that's 16 of 17. So there's one more bit after that. Okay. There might be a theme song, Tony, for the final part, because that wasn't actually the last bit. Or was it? Oh my. Clayman's a bit hesitant to take this thing on. Okay. That was some nice detail. Okay. Evil engine number 9. Sounds evil. That was a large pickup. I think I'm at the max for them now. Oh. Made a hologram platform. Interesting. I like the big vacuum tube type electronic there. And yeah, I'm at max for those. And for these, so seem to be stocking us up on all the power-ups. Oh, whoa, okay, it's fine. We're good. Some parallax in the background now. Oops. Interesting mechanic with the hologram platforms that you activate. I mean, it's a simple enough mechanic, but the aesthetic difference that it has makes it more interesting. I'm being pretty careful with this platforming. Go. Don't need that. We have plenty of enemies, thank you very much. This music track is a little discordant. And it's finished. Pretty good timing. Danger Mouse thinks this is kind of beautiful. Tony says that the game got atmospheric and the music isn't goofy anymore. It's true. I also prefer the goofy stuff, but this works as a final level score. Is it still a score if it's not like a movie or anything? Yeah, they're really wanting me to use some power-ups here. Even though I don't really need to. Oops, yeah, okay. Speed that one. Speed that one is totally a valid phrase, I'm telling you. Oh, oh, yeah. Oh. The minute movements of that platform can give you enough momentum to make it up to that first step. Okay. Oh no! Like so. Save it. Good. Ah, throwing lots of items at me. Jump! Oh, I see. So I hit this one and then I go back for that one. So now. Come. Oh no, stopped. Okay, so that's not how would I do. I jump on this and then jump on that. Okay. Ooh. Good. I like that. Puzzle platforming almost. Or just tricky platforming. I wonder what speedruns of this game look like, says Given. I also wonder that. Time to look up speedruns.com. And possibly also games... What's that one called? What's that one called? Well, I'll look up TAS videos as well. Speed Demos Archive. That's the other one I'm thinking of. So speedruns.com is more for keeping track of people's runs of games and who's at the top of the leaderboards, etc. Speed Demos Archive is more a place for hosting rendered videos of runs. Well, I don't really know what the difference is. It's just that STA is more of a community, I guess, and more, well, an archive, like the name says, and a repository, whereas speedruns.com is more just a big leaderboard. And it won't necessarily host runs of videos, but it does have links to YouTube videos sometimes. And TAS videos is much better organized with its categories and such. Whoops. That is also very entertaining. Tool-assisted speedruns. Whoop. Didn't quite have the time. Hope that refreshed it. Oh yeah, you can see the giant jaws in the background there because I'm inside the... whatever that was, the big machine. Yep. Oh. Whew. TASs are crazy, Tony. And yeah, I've seen the Brain Age TAS. It's kind of crazy. It's one of the really look at the insane things we can do kind of ones. More than a demonstration of a game's mechanics taken to an extreme. It's actually really interesting. They play the mode where it asks you to do quick maths problems like addition and subtraction, and you write in the answer with the touchscreen, and it has this handwriting recognition engine that will recognize what letters you wrote with the touchscreen input, and you can kind of fool it, or basically they draw crazy like pictures, but somewhere in there is enough input that the game recognizes as the right answer, so it gives them a correct and then they move on. But what they actually did was like using frame perfect input and re-records and stuff, they draw a huge elaborate picture in that small touchscreen space on the DS. It's pretty fascinating. Okay, good. Yes, those are always entertaining to watch. Yeah, I guess if you're interested, you could look it up right now and tell me. Otherwise, I'll just look it up myself after the stream. But yeah, I would be interested to know if there are speedruns of this game. Speedrunning is obviously not something that I am into doing, but I certainly do watch it a fair bit. Well, I used to watch it more than I do. I guess it goes in phases. Sometimes I watch a lot, sometimes I don't. I don't know. I watch GDQ as well. Sometimes. I only watched like 3 runs of the last GDQ, although I did actually donate for the first time. Nah. Not to humble brag or anything. Seems a bit weird. I have done the rant on this stream before about how Prevent Cancer is dumb. Prevent Cancer Foundation is not worth donating to, and Doctors Without Borders is. I believe I've done that rant, so I won't subject you to that again. I see. Oh. Hello. Okay. So, nope. Wonder if I can make it. Nah, don't worth it. Just do this. Okay, that works. Yeah, this is getting tricky and interesting. Okay, so the momentum thing works both ways. If the platform you're on is moving upward at the time that you jump off it, you'll get a boost upward. But if it's moving down when you jump off it, you actually won't jump as high. Okay. Yes, there are a handful of runs on speedrun.com, says Given. This final level is too long, says Tony. Well, I'm finding it engaging more so than some of the other ones. Like the vine climbing ones, I think they were a bit long at times. Whee! Okay. Oh, I actually need to do that. So I need to do this, and then do this. Yeah. Nope. Spent too long there. See, all these power-ups, these fancy power-ups, God, won't help me at all with platforming challenges. There is a sound cue for when they're about to run out, which does help a bit. Ah, oops. And I'm not interrupting music too much when I'm loading save states, so that's not bad. Quick. Yes. Ah, no. The timing is really tight on that. I'm going to need to skip one of the platforms. I just need to decide which one. And I'm going to need one of those little boosties to do it, I think. Okay. How do I do this? How do I do this? Danger Mouse says, I like it, but the commentary makes it better. Wow. I don't agree. I don't know why anybody watches my videos. Surely the commentary only makes them worse. Nope, that's bad. That's a bad time to do that. Okay, I'll do another save state if I get in a better position. Nope, not like that. Damn. Okay. Oh, bad. This is why I'm not the person to do a speed run. This is definitely a pain point. Okay. Save, and then go. Easy. First try, easy every time. I can't believe this. This is crazy. Oh, I did that thing I said I was going to do, but I haven't managed to do yet. You're just going to have to bear with me for a minute here. I apologize for the piano sting that comes in every time I load here. How did I get that boost that one time? The loops are so small that I just can't predict it. Oh, that was so close! Okay. I think I'm going a little bit too late is the problem. Because it's possible I can get the boost off the first or third one, which would help. Don't know if the second one would help get to the fourth one. I don't know how kids are supposed to be expected to bloody do this. Guess that's what final levels are for, am I right? So I got the boost there. Boost! But it's not enough. Why is it suddenly not enough? I know why. It's because I hadn't walked forward enough. So I was just missing... Yep, like that, and then... So maybe we're gonna have to cheat way harder than we're doing now and do a save state there, which I almost tried to do, but my brain forgot how to do it for a second. I decided against it though, because I might be trapped in an unwinnable situation if I do that. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, that piano music was really getting to me by the end there. Let's take a little breather. Yeah. Danger Mouse says, this would be a point in a game where I would get flustered and take a break to raid the fridge. Probably do that after the stream. Having physical reactions, wincing, gasping, this is horrible, I'm crying. I'm sorry to distress you so much, but yeah, we're done with it now. We're done. We're on to the next bit, thank goodness. And I did save when I got here, so we won't ever have to do that bit again. But we've got more bits. Oh. See, I was caught out by the momentum, whatchamacallit, like the negative momentum, basically, that the moving platform gave me. Okay, see, this is not quite as high pressure. I still gotta make that jump. Yes. Save, save, save. Checkpoint. Hooray. Oh, wow. Ow. No. Thanks, Mouse, taking time out of her busy schedule to watch the stream while waiting at the school pickup area. Don't let those other parents bully you. What's this about? I'm gonna have to hit other buttons, aren't I? Yep. Alright, so hit that one. Whoa. Whoa. Oh, wow. What? I guess... No? What? What? Okay. So I hit this, and then I go down here, ride this back up. Oh, there's not enough time. That's really tight. Okay. But that's... So the lower platforms are to help you get back in case you get stuck when this one goes off. But I need to time the cycles well so that I can do... Whoops. So that I can... I just have to... okay. There's a sound cue when you jump on one of these. What I need to figure out right now is whether that sound cue means that the time has started, or whether they'll always be active as long as I'm standing on it, and the timer only goes down after I jump off. And by stalling like this, I figured out that it's not the sound cue, it's the visual cue that I'm looking for. Okay. So it's when I jump off is when the timer starts, so that's fine. Yeah, that's just really short. That's really short. Yeah, that's not enough time. Okay, so what I need to do is activate both of these. Like so, then save, and then I can jump off that one when I need to. Like so. Yep, like that. That's fine. No, it's not fine! Didn't quite make it okay. Does that give me the momentum to get up there? Doesn't look like it, so I'll just have to... I really thought I'd done the hard bit, but you know, there's always another hard bit. Go! Yes, good. Add. So I might have to boost off the first one here. Possibly? Or boost from the second one to the next solid platform. You know, I thought these were a good gimmick when they were introduced, but oh boy. Boy, oh boy, I didn't know what I was in for. That's going to be entertaining to watch back. Whew. That was too high a jump. I need less of a boost off that. So, or just jump earlier kind of thing. No, I'm waiting too long, then I'll run out. Okay, I can go from that to that. From that to that with a boost, but then it runs out. Nasty in the pasty. Yes, good. Yes! Are we done, finally? Alright, we're treated to another cutscene. These are highlight. It's back in the Neverhood. Oh, there's other Clayman. The potato, of course! The magic potato. Yes. So was that the final challenge, that whole platforming level? Willy! Oh. Clayman is unflappable. Is that the end? That's the end? Okay. Well, I like the confetti effect. I win, I guess. That's weird. It's a little anticlimactic, actually. But the game is so strange in and of itself. There's a true ending for 100%, says Tony. Oh boy. Well, you're gonna have to look that one up on YouTube because I cannot show you that. I'll go look it up myself later as well. So, all right. So that's Skullmonkeys. I had a lot of fun. Thanks very much for joining me. We're gonna let the credits run again, but I'm gonna look up the code for how to get to the 1970s level, and that's how we'll finish the stream. So we'll do that. Skullmonkeys cheats. And I'm doing this on my phone now, so I can let it run, which I really should have done that before. I don't think of these things, do I? Okay, so I found some cheats to get to the boss levels. Ooh, there's cheats for 99 lives, level skip, get all swirly cues immediately, that's the bonus level item, free halos, max lives and bullets. Pretty useful stuff. Here's codes for getting to all the levels. Here's codes for different levels with like lots of lives. So let's just use the 1970s one. Okay. It's not over yet, Danger Mouse. You may be leaving. She said see ya, so I don't know. I'm not leaving, but if you're leaving, that's fine. Goodbye. But yeah, we've still got the 70s to find, so yeah. Yes, the music is so good. Oh, abrupt. Maybe that music was not specifically written for that credit sequence. So, password. Remember the Crash game ending? That one was great. That one was funny, says Tony. No, I don't. And password. Hey, it's not working. Oh, these are codes that I do in-game, I think. Alright, so I'll just enter, let's say this one. Wait, what? Hey, what? I did a naughty thing. Oh, right, the ending to the Crash Racing game that I played. Yes, that was crazy. How come? Oh, that's what it means. Okay. So we're gonna go. What's that? What's that? What could that be? Yes. Oh, that. Man, this is confusingly written. Okay. So we're going back to Monk Rushmore. Yes, it became a Conquer tier ending when Crash became Emperor of the Universe, except it turned out that he didn't actually. Alright, now that I'm here, I will enter this other code, pause the game, select. Done. Okay, so now we have all the 1970s we ever want. And, well, I guess I'm going to assume that the entrance to the 1970s bonus level is going to appear at the end. It also gave me almost full extra items, but not normal shots. Yeah, I'm going to assume it's at the end of the level, just like the other bonus exits. So we're going to go there. And then we're going to experience everything the 1970s has to offer us. Yes. And then the final bit of the ending, as Tony's quoting, "Come on, Crash, let's go home." Ha ha ha. Where I didn't spend too much time calling it out at the time, but the ha 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 is like separated by commas, and it's kind of okay. So I'm not seeing a 70s exit. We went in the red one last time. Let's go in the beige one. Maybe the 70s exit is at the end of a world instead of the end of a level. In which case I regret picking this one, because we've already seen it on this stream, and it was kind of hard at times. I could go back to the first world now. But hey, I'm here. I'm stuck. And you Americans can answer my question this time. What is this song? It's referencing like classic Americana song in that flute part. I'm sure of it. Oh, okay. Still no 70s. Give me my 70s. What's going on? I guess it is the world ending, possibly. It's my theory. We'll see if it bears out. Ah. Speed game. That's working out well. Oh boy, okay, we're gonna do this. It's easy. I won't have a problem at all if I just do this well. Whoa, whoa! Okay. There should be a cheat for invincibility. Oh, of course. Yeah, you're right. Of course there should. There's not. There's max lives and bullets. Might as well do that. I've got max lives already, but gonna get some bullets. Okay. Ooh, watch him fill. 20. Nice. Oh, they got me a halo too, I think. Neat. Oh no! Ah, bugger. Should have saved after that. Oh, I still got my bullets even if I don't have my halo. Oh, bugger, I have to get through all this crap again. I just want to see the 70s! I picked the wrong level. Should have picked a shorter level. Like that one where I was surprised how short it was. Which one was that? I don't remember. It's my own dumb fault. No! I did it again. That thing I keep saying I shouldn't do. I loaded past the checkpoint. Even past the time when I entered the code. Man, I'm bad at this game. L1, triangle, down, L1, circle, select. Okay. Save this time. And this time, I'll be good. Be a good boy. Go. Whatever. Okay. No, don't tell me. Why? Why? I got the 1970s. The third 1970s was in the Monk Rushmore level. What am I missing? How do I get there? Ugh, well, I guess just like with the 100% ending, we're gonna have to just look this up on YouTube later. Which is outside the purview of this stream, I suppose. Accessible from the bonus room on level 11, but only if you find... Okay, so I found a blog post here. Blah blah blah. It's a bonus area. So it's a separate bonus area that you access from within the bonus area in level 11. What time is it? Almost been going 2 hours. This is a pretty good blog post. If you do make it all the way through the 1970s without falling off, you wind up in a room full of extra lives. I reached this today and wound up with a full load of 99 lives to squander. When I reached the final level, I still had 94 lives. I still have not completed the game. The final level consumed them all. Yeah, this game doesn't have a save system. You use codes. You don't get a code at the beginning of the 1970s. If you fall off, the only way to get back in is to play all the way through level 11. Okay. So, the 1970s is a special bonus area accessible from the bonus room on level 11. Okay. Oh, I see that since I got here with a password, it only counts as me having completed 1 of 17 worlds. That's interesting. Okay, so was that level 11? What is level 11? Is that level 11? Is Monk Rushmore level 11? Could be more detailed. I really want to show this on stream. I do. Please, bear with me, please. Enjoy this music in the meantime. I'm looking up another guide. Okay, world 11. Come on. This really isn't very helpful. Ah, this guide's terrible. I just want to know which level is level 11. I have different guides telling me different things. Oh boy. One, two, three, four. Okay, this is level 11. Okay, so if I go back to the start of this world and then do the code for bonus swirly cues, which I actually do want, in contrast to what I said earlier, and then I'll have to play it a third time, and then we'll be fine. So I have a different password now. Oh, actually, that one will do. Yeah, it's remembered the password I put before, so that's fine. I'm not YouTubing it. It's a matter of principle or something. Forget about it. Okay, now I need to go back. Oh, wait. You can't get the quest. Bonus level. Okay, so you get the 100% ending by finding all the swirly cues, aka bonus items, throughout the game. So there's a code here. Wow, I just noticed that he pulled his head off and a hand came out. That's freaky. There's a code here that purports to take me straight to the 1970s if I enter it. I'll see if it works. Hey? Oh, okay, so... Wait, is that a 2 or a 1? Oops. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, here we are. Beautiful. Look at that shag carpeting. Lava lamp. This is everything I wanted. Peace symbols. Bead curtains in the background. Sorry for the delays and everything. The rotating texture. Trippy. Oh yeah, this is psychedelic, this is funkadelic, this is 70s adelic. Yeah, the monster stash on the loading screen there, beautiful. I've been given 40 lives. Yeah, the music is very disco. Oh, is that really it? Hold on. Password for the true ending, says Tony. I'll just, hold on. Check out the idle animations while I... Yeah, so this is a really useful site. doo.nomoretangerines.com has a bunch of codes for Skullmonkeys. Very handy site. Check them out instead of any of those crappy, you know, cheat sites. Level codes to take you to different levels, different bosses, but it says at the bottom that they haven't found a code to take you to the secret ending movie or the normal ending movie. Yes, I did see those given. Yes. There might be multiple levels in the 1970s world. Yeah, looks like it. It's like I'm on a big cleaning cloth or something. The shag. The shag. Oh. Yes, as the other guy told me, if you die in the 70s, you die for real. Sorry, no, if you die in the 70s, it takes you to the next world. Since it's technically a bonus area, so we'll need to get through the whole thing without dying. Shouldn't be too hard with save states. Ooh. Oops. Yeah, that's going to be a problem though, because due to save states, we won't be able to hear this fantastic music track uninterrupted. Sorry about that. Just gonna have to use more. Shake your groove thing, I think is what it's saying there. Okay. No! I want the extra lives. I want to see everything the 70s has to offer me. This is pretty much what I wanted out of this bonus level, so I'm happy. You can see the lovely tie-dye in the back. Funky. Oops. Be very careful. Hunting rabbits. Okay. Yep. Oh wow. What is this? This is out of sight. Oh my goodness, this is a kaleidoscope kind of thing. Very disorienting. I gotta say, kaleidoscope thing. I don't think I've ever seen that in a game before. Closest thing would be some of Rayman Legends. Ah, like extra hard music levels. That's what comes to mind. Whoa! This is insane. And I love it. Okay, solid platform. This is so worth it. I'm glad I did this. I hope you dudes are satisfied too. Yes, apologies for nausea in this stage. Let's see what else we got. There's more. This would be really tricky to do. Because like I said, you only got one chance at this. If you die, you leave forever. That pulsing sound effect is kind of making me feel weird too. Okay. So some of these are rotating forward, some backward, classic video game conveyor belt setup. Okay. Tony says, what the heck is going on? I won't be able to sleep tonight. The hairy chest, it's all there. Look at that. Buttons all the way down. Classic 70s. I can't believe this is a background to a stage. I have no words for this. So that was the room full of one-ups, I think, that the guy mentioned, possibly. Yeah, that was it. All right, so that was the 70s. And that's the end of Skullmonkeys. This game was pretty amazing. I encourage people to seek out the soundtrack. You might be able to find rips of it if you don't want to pay through the nose for the CD, but it might also be on streaming services. I don't know. Yeah. Thanks for joining me, and I'm very impressed by this game. We all need to go look up the 100% ending, reminder. And I'll see you next week for something that maybe won't be as life-changing as this, but hopefully it's a bit of fun. And this was a bit of fun. This was a lot of fun. So thank you all for joining me. And yeah, see you next time. Yes, that was beautiful, Gibbon. I'm glad you two enjoyed it so much. It was worth the wait. Okay. See you next time.